Hey, look at this. It's a honeybee that has left its hive in search of food. Honeybees make their homes inside hollow trees or on tree branches. There are about 20,000 kinds of honeybees in the world. Bees live almost everywhere in the world. However, they do not live in very cold areas such as Antarctica. This fuzzy insect lives with thousands of other bees in a hive. Inside a hive are combs made from the bee wax. Each comb is made up of many small rooms which are called cells. To build a comb, bees make wax inside their bodies. They then chew and press the wax to shape it into six-sided cells. Honeybees join together hundreds of cells to form a comb. Now look at the closer look of the comb. In the center of the bee's home are cells that house baby bees. The cells along the outside of the nest hold food, which is called honey. A family of bees that live together in a hive is called a colony. There are three types of bees in a colony: the mother bee or queen, the drone bee, and the workers. Mother bee lays egg inside the hive. Her sons, called drones, leave the hive to mate with other queens. The queen's daughters are called the worker bees. They build combs and take care for the young ones and find food. Worker bees search for flowers to find food. The flowers are filled with a sugary liquid called nectar. The bee goes inside the flower to drink the nectar. Then the worker flies back to its hive. The worker stores the nectar in a cell where it turns into a sweet and sticky honey. Workers also collect from flowers a yellow powder called pollen. Workers mix the pollen with nectar to make a food for baby bees. Bees are not the only animals that love the sweet taste of honey. Bears also tear open the hives to eat the yummy honey. Luckily, bees have a way to protect their honey and their hive. Worker bees have sharp stingers that they can stick into an enemy's skin. A bee's stingers contains poison that is very painful. Some animals like skunks and wasps attack and eat honeybees. Bees also use their stingers to fight off these enemies. Bees begin their life as tiny eggs. The queen lays the eggs inside the cell in the center of the hive. After 3 days, the egg hatch into worm-like larvae. About a week later, the larvae open to form pupa. After 2 weeks, the pupa become adult bees. A queen can lay more than 1,000 eggs per day during the summer. Most of the young bees in a colony are workers or drones. However, one of them may be a new queen. Once there is a new queen bee, the colony might split up. Almost always, the new queen stays in the hive to lay eggs. The old queen and most of the workers fly off to start a new colony. Worker bees live for about a month, while queens can live for up to 5 years. Do you know, most of the honey that people eat doesn't come from the bees that live in the wild. Instead, it is collected from honeybees living inside the wooden boxes. The bees were put in the boxes by people called beekeepers. Over the time period, the little insects built combs and raised their young there. They also made lot of sweet, delicious honey for people to enjoy. Beekeepers wear special clothing when they collect honey from the hives to protect themselves from being stung.